was denied. Luckily for us, Senator Feinstein has come through with her leadership on the DREAM Act by introducing a private bill on behalf of Steve. And on the same day, last Friday, Steve was then released from Immigration and Customs Enforcement about 8 o'clock, where he then took a Greyhound bus back to San Francisco, which arrived about Saturday afternoon. So thank you all for coming, and we'll have a short, brief comment from Steve's mom, Mary Lee.
今日喺度好多謝咁多位，我好衷心嘅感謝議員范薛丹，佢同埋好多支持 Stephen 嘅各界朋友，係多謝你哋嘅全力支持而將佢救翻出嚟，多謝你哋，使佢可以重翻到媽媽嘅身邊，同埋佢嘅老師朋友嘅懷抱裏邊。可以重新返到學校完成佢嘅學業，多謝你哋所有支持佢嘅人，多謝。
Today, I'm here to give my full-hearted thanks to Senator Dianne Feinstein and to those that loved and supported Steve throughout this ordeal. Thank you for putting you all into saving him, allowing him to return to his mother's embrace and return to his teachers and friends. Now he can fulfill his dreams of going back to school and finishing his education. Thank you so much for everybody who supports Steve.
Great. Steve's going to make a brief statement, and then we'll open up for question and answer for about 20 minutes. Steve?
First, I would like to start by thanking Senator Dianne Feinstein for introducing a bill on my behalf. I want to thank the Asian Law Caucus for helping me and my family through this emotional ordeal. Thank you to the San Francisco Board of Supervisors, City College Board of Trustees, the San Francisco Board of Education for passing my resolutions on my behalf as well. I want to thank the people of the Bay Area, Southern California, and even across the United States for supporting me through this difficult time. Finally, I'd like to thank my family, my friends, and my professors for helping me bring me back home. Before this all happened, I was just a normal college student. I was in school studying to be a nurse. I hang out with my friends on the weekends. I went to Lake Tahoe every winter break. I'm a huge Giants fan. So to me, I've been living that all-American life. My parents always taught me the importance of education and the importance of helping others, which is why I aspire to be a nurse and give back to the community. I have always wanted to open a clinic for low-income families here in the Bay Area, and I hope that I can still do that someday. I remember reciting the Pledge of Allegiance every morning in school ever since I was a little boy. I always view myself as an American, just like any of my friends I grew up with. But that all changed on September 15, 2010. I remember it like it was yesterday. My home was raided and I was arrested and taken into ICE custody because I was undocumented. I was thrown in jail later that day. I was shocked and confused of what was happening. After that, I was transferred to Florence, Arizona. None of this made sense to me. I was only allowed to be outside for 1 hour a day. I was incarcerated almost all day. There had to be a guard with us everywhere we went. There was no freedom or privacy whatsoever. We were body searched multiple times a day, going in and out of our jail cell. There were just 3 toilets and 4 showers for 64 people. I was being treated like a criminal and I felt helpless. Even though I'm here now, I'm still at risk of being deported. And there are many people who are in the same situation as I am. Over 65,000 undocumented students graduate from a U.S. high school every year and are at the same risk of deportation as I am. We have to do something to stop this from happening to another innocent student. They are our future teachers, nurses, doctors, and lawyers that are just as American as their peers, but like me, don't have a legal status. This is why it's really important that we push Congress to pass the Federal DREAM Act so that no other student has to go through the same thing that I went through. This is an issue that affects all of our communities. If everyone who qualifies for the DREAM Act were to get deported today, how many future doctors, engineers, scientists would we lose? What if one of these individuals was meant to cure cancer or discover a renewable energy source. We're America's future. We want to make a difference. I urge everyone that supported me to support the DREAM Act by calling the members of Congress to vote in favor of it. It can make a huge difference in someone's life. Even after my traumatic experience, I still believe that America is a great nation, a moral nation. I believe that Americans, if given all the facts, will do the right thing. This is why I'm here today, telling you my story. Thank you.
Thank you. So why don't we open it up for question and answer for the next 20 minutes?
Steve, can you?
Tracy?
Okay, so what were you doing that day when they showed up at your door? Could you walk us through what happened?
On September 15, it was around 7 in the morning. I was actually got up. I was in the bathroom getting ready to go to school, and there was a doorbell. And I didn't expect anyone that early in the morning, so I woke up my mom, and she answered the door, and immigration came into my house, and they started to look for me, and I was there in the bathroom. They told me to get dressed. I didn't know what was going on, and they told me that they had to take me somewhere. And later on, they told me that I was to get deported back to Peru.
And when they said that, you must have been.
I was definitely shocked and confused. I didn't know what to think. I got separated from my mom that morning. I couldn't ask any questions. They didn't tell me anything. They just searched me, threw me in the car, and handcuffed me. And got me to the immigration center.
Does anyone else?
Steve, can you talk a little bit about looking ahead? You mentioned the DREAM Act. My understanding is right now that you have 75 days after Congress, last session of Congress. What are you expecting is going to happen next?
There are so many people who are at risk, like myself, that there might be someone who might get deported soon. So I plead that it's so important for the DREAM Act to get passed, so no more innocent students can go through the same thing and be incarcerated and be deported back to a country where they have no memory of.
But you're hoping to get a work permit as well too, to be able to stay on?
My main priority right now is to be an activist for the DREAM Act.
So you're returning to school? Have you seen your friends? What have you done?
It's just being. I saw my friends and my family, but I'm still taking time to settle down.
While you were in the detention facility, did you know everything that was happening over here? The people who were working so hard, and your friends, and the protests, and all that stuff?
I had a small glimpse of it. They told me that there was a lot of people who were supporting me and helping me through this ordeal. So that's the only thing that kept me going forward every morning that I woke up while I was incarcerated. There's so many people out here were supporting me through this.
What was it like when you found out that you were going to be released? Emotionally, what was that?
I was definitely relieved. I was happy that I could finally go back home to San Francisco to see my friends and family. So it was definitely a very happy moment.
How did you feel when you found out that you were going to Arizona, of all places?
It felt like my whole world just came down. I couldn't talk to my parents. My parents were already released before that, and I thought that I would be getting released soon. So I thought that I would finally see my family and friends again. But later that day, they gave me a paper that said that I had to sign it to go to Florence, Arizona to get deported.
Can you tell what it was like when you found out you were not a citizen?
I was definitely like I said, I was told that I had legal status here, so I was definitely shocked and confused of what's going on. I thought there might be a mistake.
Who told you? How did you find out?
I found out that day that immigration came and raided my house.
When they kept talking about, Peru, I mean, when they said that's where you're going and you had all these weeks to think about going back there, I mean, what were you thinking? Like, how were you gonna survive?
The thought of never being able to see my friends or my family again and going back to Peru was definitely depressing. I didn't know what I was going to do if I went back there. I felt like everything was going to end.
What happened to your parents during all this?
My parents were released on a marshal bracelet.
Can you talk about the effect this has had on your education too? You obviously missed some school, and has it set you back some? Are you going to be able to make up work and exams and so forth?
I definitely missed a whole semester. I was in the middle of school, and when they took me, I was in the middle of the semester, and I already missed 2 months. So definitely missed a whole semester, and I have to make that up.
Do you have a backup plan, because you can only stay here after the, like 75 days. Do you have a backup plan if, your private bill did not pass? Do you have?
Well, let me just answer that question. Senator Feinstein is going to be reintroducing it before the new Congress come January 2011. So we expect Steve will be here for at least through the year of 2011.
Steve, do you have any message for the students who are right now at the same position, at risk of deportation because they came here before they were 15 years old?
Definitely. I urge everyone who qualifies for the DREAM Act, and even friends and family who support the DREAM Act, to use their voice. We all have a voice, and we need to find the courage to use it and fight to change the law, because we have such a broken immigration system who is incarcerating innocent students and deporting them. So I definitely urge them to use their voice to be an activist for the DREAM Act, so the DREAM Act can get passed.
How do you keep yourself from not being bitter about this experience? I mean, what you've described in Arizona, and I mean,
it went through my mind, but after this experience, I've learned a lot. And we have a broken immigration system, so we are the ones that need to make a change and fix that system.
So let me respond, because I actually met him for the first time on Saturday, only having spoken to him almost every day for the past 2 months. He's naturally an optimistic person. And he's been in our office for the past 48 hours, and he's just been smiling this entire time. There's no bitterness whatsoever in him. And as a third person watching him interact with everyone in the last 48 hours, he's been really thankful and appreciative, and I think he's ready to work hard.
Can I ask you a little bit about the other people you met in Arizona? What were their stories?
There were a lot of stories that were similar to mine. They were just students who were there because they didn't have legal status. So it was really sad to hear the stories they come from so many other parts of the world. They're so talented and they have received a higher education, but because they don't have a legal status, they are in prison and sent back to get deported.
So there is another possibility, like your parents will get deported to China with yourself there. That's another possibility of the future situation.
Well, let me answer that question. As of right now, his mom and dad are still on the ISEP program. To this day, China has not agreed to receive him. So as long as that situation continues, they will remain here in the United States.
Could you answer any questions in Spanish? Is it okay?
Okay,
Good.
yes.
Great. Steve, ¿cómo se siente al estar de regreso en el área de la bahía?
Me siento muy feliz estar en regreso, a ver a mi familia, a mis amigos, a mi comunidad. Me siento muy feliz regresar a San Francisco y esto es el comienzo de una pelea que necesitamos hacer con inmigración y por eso es muy importante y muy urgente que pasemos el DREAM Act y que afecta a todas las comunidades, no solo la comunidad asiática o hispana, que afecta a todos y por eso tenemos que pasar el DREAM Act.
Gracias.
Any other questions?
So, Steve, how many languages can you speak?
I can speak 4. I can speak Cantonese, and I learned French in high school and college.
So Steve, what do you plan to do tomorrow?
Tomorrow, there's definitely going to be. I still have a lot of stuff to do ahead of me. I'm definitely going to be. There's definitely going to be a lot to be thankful for this coming Thanksgiving. So, just want to reunite with my family and friends again for that day.
So what do you plan to do on Thanksgiving Day?
Definitely have a big meal.
Any other questions?
I have one more. Steve, are you required to wear a monitoring bracelet also?
No.
Great, thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Sorry?
Will you be around if we have any follow-up questions?
Sure, definitely.
thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you so much for coming, everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Mary Lee. Mary.
Could we see your bracelet? Would you mind? No? Okay.
Hey, Norman, where are you?
I know.
Yeah, because she's got to leave.
Reverend Norman Fong.
Did Greg talk about the yesterday?
You're sloppy.
Hello.
Hey, Norman.
I'm gonna take them out for lunch.
All right.
Hi. So nice to meet you. Thank you for
You're a miracle, you know that?
Thank
Telling
you.
him about you during the meeting at Foster. Or can you get a black and blue?
I know.
Thank you.
GT say yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys keep me in the ring. I'm taking take them for lunch after?
Yeah, Norman.
All right. You're a miracle. Thank you. Okay. Thanks for everyone that prayed for you and everybody.
Thank you.
It's like a
This is
miracle.
Reverend Norman Fong from Chinatown Community Development Center. He was there with us during a meeting with Barbara Boxer's office.
Well, his mom came to the big event at St. Mary's Saturday night. So 3,500 people praying for him. Well, then Tigan came in
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, if you have a quick session, just a follow-up question.
Reverend
Yeah, there's one second on the on mics here. They're gonna try to get light from the lawyer.
Can you come up?
just have let's organize like we did before.
Can you just smoke a check? Yeah.
He was 12 when he came to the United States. Yeah, he was 14 when they voted him.
I think. Yeah, I think that's okay, guy. Just do it like we just did before.
Did we have a holder up there? Or do you have a ticket?
Yeah, it should be up there still.
Wait, that's ours. Are you still like? You're lawyers.
Share. This one share.
Okay, come on to the mic closer.
You guys move,
Yeah. Okay.
please. I need to.
Okay.
The whole army of mics.
Everybody ready?
Sandy?
Not ready yet.
Okay,
I guess first, actually, if we could get a spelling of your name so we all get it correct, right?
Sure, Sinyan, S-I-N-Y-E-N, last name Ling, L-I-N-G.
How optimistic are you about Steve's prospects, given what we've seen traditionally about Congress passing such bills and going forward?
Sure. I'm actually very optimistic. However, I don't think that the private bill that Senator Feinstein introduced will pass, and that's largely because of the results of the November 2nd elections. And that's just the reality of partisan politics in Washington, D.C. However, it is my